Do I make you Randy?
I need to feel free to party with a bunch of strangers whenever I feel like it.
I want to be formal, but I'm here to party too.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
All right, everyone, welcome to the first ever episode of the best podcast you'll probably ever listen to, Three Men and a Movie. Folks, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I got these two hooligans with me right now is that we're going to be making the best podcast of all time. And the reason why we connected was over movies. I mean, that's just what it is. Whether you're a jock, a nerd, a loner, an introvert, an extrovert, whatever it may be, everyone loves going to movies, whether you're by yourself or whether with your crew of people. But here's the thing that why we started this. It's that first cutscene right at the end when the credits start rolling and you turn to the person next to you and you go, "Did you like it?" That's the first thing. I know you're thinking about it. Or you go to the bar afterwards and you keep discussing it. You know, myself, am I the smartest bulb in the bunch? Probably not. Let's just be honest with ourselves, folks. But here's the thing. We got Andrew, we got Tone, we got myself. There's a lot of energy coming around, and we're pumped up to do it. So, folks, let's just get into it right now. I'm going to introduce these two guys. They're going to talk about why they love movies, and we're just going to keep rolling with it. And then our first movie we're going to be talking about is The Drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, we're not going to get into it too much until a little bit later, but that movie had me on the edge of my seat. But Tone, Andrew, take it away, boys.
You go, Andrew. You're in the top left.
So yeah, I'm Andrew. I've loved movies my entire life. Let's see. I still remember waking up every Saturday morning, turning on FX channel and just binging that every single day. And then I slowly built that into what I wanted to do in college. Went to film school, and I've actually been working in the TV industry for the last 5 years. Technically news, but still have a passion for all things technical and in film. So I'm just happy to be here and finally, just like Jesse said, talk about film. Nothing gets me going more than just sitting down after a good film and having a chat sesh. So this was the perfect idea when Jesse came to us, and just happy to be here.
All right. Well, first-time caller, long-time hater. I'm Tone, or Antonio, depending on what it is. Yeah, I just got into movies about 2 weeks ago, and I thought this was just a fun idea to hang out with friends. Yeah, that's this shirt. I'm a performative male, so I just buy merch and matcha to seem like I know ball, but I don't. No, I've loved movies probably ever since I was a little kid. My dad took me to my first movie, which I believe was Star Wars: The Phantom Menace in '99.
Yup.
First movie ever. And then from there, my dad would just pull me out to go see some movies of, I think Toy Story 2 was the next one. Huge. And then the big one, because I could barely remember Phantom Menace, but Spider-Man was the biggest deal, I think, when I was a kid. I think I was like first grade. My dad pulled me out of school early, and he's like, all right, we're going to go watch this movie. I'm like, all right, sick. And then from there, yeah, my dad was a big movie watcher because in the 90s and early 2000s, he owned a video store. So I would go there every day after school and just watch every movie possible. I love my dad. Very young man at the time, so he was just like, watch whatever. So I was watching rated R movies.
NC-17 in the back corner.
We didn't have that, though, but my mom did work in a sex shop, so I did go see those 5 years later. It was crazy. So, yeah, I've been watching movies for probably as long as I can remember. Loved movies. All I do, my personality is just movies, TV, video games, comics, just media in general. Pretty much just, big movie guy. All I do in my free time, watch a movie. Home for the weekend, watch a movie. Out with friends, watch a movie. Just movie. That's me. And I work in the porn industry.
Privates.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's what got me in the porn industry. So I went to school for film, got in the porn industry. I'm a fluffer. The cinematography of porn shoots is me. That's all me, dude.
You like the Nat sounds, don't you? Just clapping. That's all you, baby. That's all you.
I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the nuts clapping against the cheeks. Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
But that's okay. Hey, we're imagining it right now. So, but honestly, boys, like that's how we came together, and I think that was our biggest thing is that people were like, all right, these three fucking weirdos just get off the movies. And like I said, it doesn't matter which one it is. Now, do some look better than others? Yeah, no shit. The Odyssey, Scooby-Doo 2, probably on the same level, in my opinion. But other people's opinion, probably not. But that's okay. That's what movies are for. We're going to break it down, discuss it, talk about it. You know, like I said before, I'm not going to bring something to the table that Andrew probably knows. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Andrew has got a little bit more higher IQ than me, and that's fine, but I'll just tell it to you straight, and Andrew's going to break it down, cinematography style, all that stuff. So, I mean, that's kind of the best thing about this. Yeah, see, exactly. You know, if there's a rated R movie, oh, well, here we go. We got the profession right here. So, yeah, I mean, guys, it's just one of those things where I was excited about, you know, not only talking to you guys about movies, but just, you know, breaking it down the way that people want to be able to hear it. I mean, yeah, you can break it down, the cinematography, the music, how it's shot, all this stuff, and that's great and that's phenomenal. But you want to be able to have a conversation. You want to be able to listen to people that kind of talk the way that normal people talk. And I'm not saying those people aren't normal. I'm just saying that sometimes you just got to hear from a different perspective, you know? So, honestly, this is going to be amazing, guys. I hope you guys all enjoy this. I mean, take this ride with us. Enjoy it. Share it with your friends. Do what you got to do. Follow us all over social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. I don't even know what else we're on, TikTok, whatever it may be. So, folks, we're going to be, you know, rattling off these probably once a week. You know, coming out hour and a half long, however long it is, however long the discussion goes. So we're definitely going to have a good time with it and have fun with it. And comment what you think about the movie, too, because we're going to try to make this as big as possible and try to get some of these stars out. Now, am I talking that we're going to be swinging for Jacob Elordi in episode 2? Probably not. Got to build up that audience, but who knows? We're 3 men in a movie. Maybe we get Tom Selleck from 3 Men and a Baby. I don't know. Maybe we get that one guy in the background that no one knows. You know? I don't know. We'll see what happens, but this is going to be a fun journey. This is going to be a good time.
I could think of one, Michael Papa John. Do you guys know who that is?
There we go. Papa John, like the pizza
he was
guy?
the guy. He was the guy that shot Uncle Ben in the very first Spider-Man movie. He's the robber. He's been the background actor in every movie, and I'm not kidding. I don't know what it is. I think my friend Andy and I were talking about movies one day. And I was like, dude, what is that guy's name? And I was like, dude, Michael Papa John. I want Michael Papa John on this podcast. If there's one thing I want, it's Michael Papa John.
That's a goal right there. See, that's what we're doing at this podcast. We're not going to throw this to the wayside and do the, you know, stupid stuff. We all are going to do stupid stuff. But I'm saying that we're going to take this stuff seriously. So let's just keep rolling with it, boys. You know, that's what I'm excited about. And I hope you guys are excited about it out there listening too, that we're going to have a good time with this. We're going to be funny. We're going to be charismatic. We're just going to bring the juice. And honestly, like Tone, you said before, we might be doing some live streams somewhere. I don't know. Obviously not live streaming from the movie theater because that's illegal. We're not going to break the law in that aspect.
I'm going to.
But we're not going to get sued or anything like that. But no, here's the thing. Like I said, we're going to pick a movie every single week. Go to the theater, watch it at home, whatever it may be. Break it down for y'all and really kind of bring our opinions to the table. And then you can bring your opinions as well all over social media and you know, contact us however that may be. Like I said, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it may be. Contact us, and we'll break it down for you. Probably read some comments, too, what other people think. So I say we get into it, boys. Let's get into this movie, the drama, right? Are we ready for this?
I'm ready.
Honestly, let's just say, because I said this before last week, Robert Pattinson, amazing English accent. But the funny thing is, I didn't know he was fucking English. What the fuck, boys? You rattled me right off the bat. I was like, this English accent's pretty phenomenal. It's not cheesy. It's not anything like that. And you guys are like, he's actually fucking English, you dumb ass. Okay, first off, that rattles me.
I'm so surprised. Dude, you've never saw an interview with him before? He's
anything. Also in Harry Potter.
I've never seen.
Yeah, he's in Harry Potter.
Dude, everyone has an English accent in Harry Potter. Dumbledore and Hagrid have English accents. They probably are English. You know?
They never had an American in those movies.
Yeah, they're all
there
British.
wasn't like an American guy playing a British. They were all British.
They were all British.
Yeah.
Are we blowing his mind right now?
There's got to be someone American in those movies.
Like who?
So that's racism. That's racism, first off. So Harry Potter, racist. I'm not watching those movies ever again. Actually, that's a lie. I'll watch those till the day I die.
Is
There's
it
gotta be
racist
someone
or is it
there.
nationalist?
Whatever it's called.
We're not that kind of podcast.
Speak for yourself. I'm going into it. Eugenics. No.
Either way, that guy having an English... I didn't know he was English, so I thought it was phenomenal the way he was going in it, and then y'all blew my mind, and I was like, holy shit. But, dude, right off the bat, that movie was so nerve-wracking. I wouldn't say nerve-wracking, awkward. Awkward first 15 minutes. She can't hear out of the ear. Also, heads up, people, there's going to be some spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, we're going to be spoiling you, and if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Just listen to us. But... Yeah. She's deaf in the ear, and he's just, like, yammering on about some book that she's reading, and he's just a dumbass. Like, what are we doing here, guy? Tap her on the shoulder. Don't be some little freaky, deaky guy sitting in the corner over there staring at a chick. What are we doing?
That's just being British, dude.
Reading books in a coffee shop?
No, being shy.
What are we...
Being shy. And I think that's just... Honestly, I think this movie is... Because I see a few interviews with Robert Pattinson because I think he's, like, unintentionally hilarious. I think that this movie feels more like him, but just amplified by, like, 20 times. Minus the cheating.
So you think he's just awkward as shit?
Yeah, I think he's, like, an awkward guy.
I think it came out that he, like, didn't wash his hair for months, and someone tried to take a picture with him at a restaurant, and he was like, no, you really don't. Please don't come near me. Like, he is an antisocial freak. Like, he is me. He is Tone. And then he just got to play that character and possibly marry Zendaya. I think that's one of the main reasons he probably chose this film, is he just got to be himself on set for for however long.
Yeah, because
I'm like... If that guy's that awkward...
Okay, but I would have probably done the exact same thing if I was walking up to Zendaya and she looks like she's just reading a book, no earbuds in, no nothing, and you try and just act like, okay, I read this book, we're gonna have a dialogue, meet cute, and then it's just she couldn't hear a single word you said, and then she just turns around freaked out by a man standing over her shoulder. Like, that's a little jarring for both parties.
See, if I was in this movie, the movie would have lasted probably 5 minutes because I would just never go talk to a woman.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, yeah, game over. I just see Zendaya, I'm like, all right, cool, have a nice day. Beautiful woman, I gotta go. See.
Oh, she's cute.
So, but like, all right, so before that, like you just talked about, right, you're not going to talk to a woman. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not judging you. And would I do the same thing? Probably. Let's just be frank with ourselves. Yeah. But the sense I got before... the movie even, like, that scene that started it, was he stalking her the whole time? Because how did he know that she was at the coffee shop at all times? Because immediately after he got his coffee, he looked towards her. Did you notice that? He got his coffee and then looked right at her.
I think you're reading into this too much. I think he just looked over.
I'm reading it.
Yeah, I think
that was just the one day.
Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like he was stalking her.
But think about how awkward he is. That guy's not going to talk to a chick. He's got to get up that... Think about it. I'm thinking background story, boys. I'm digging deep now.
Okay.
He has to get that courage. So he's, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. He's pepping himself up. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm doing it tomorrow. And then the day finally comes. He sees her at that coffee shop that he probably goes to every damn day. And she's probably there every damn day. But he doesn't say anything. Now we finally saw the day that he's going to come up and talk to her. And it fucking missed incredibly because she's deaf in one ear. We'll get to that in a second because that was wild. But
yeah,
I don't know. That guy is just awkward as shit for the first 5, 10, 15 minutes. I was like, dude, I'm uncomfortable. This guy's weird as shit. But
I mean, he's awkward throughout the whole movie. I feel like, God. Yeah, like there's the one where he's having a conversation with his coworker. I'm like, he's just such a weird guy.
Well, then it's just like, okay, cool. And then let's take the next step. So they go on the date, and then he's like, just babbling on about the book, and the guy's just bullshitting through the whole thing. And he's like, fuck it, I didn't read it. Okay, yeah. What? You didn't, like his friend said, you didn't want to read the book? You didn't want to look into it? You didn't want to Wikipedia it?
I did think that was weird, where he's like, you didn't follow through, it just didn't want to, like, dude, and he's like, no, that's weird. I'm like, I don't know about that, but...
That's your cornerstone of connection. Like, that's what you gotta do.
I think, though, it was like, it's one of the best opening kind of scenes that I've seen for a while because they used the sense of both of them writing their vows as a way to do the exposition. And so it didn't feel like it was forced, like, hey, I'm awkward and I met this girl at a coffee shop and then I flubbed it on the first date too, and then I flubbed it on the second date when I wanted to take her to the museum I worked at and I got us basically arrested. I think it was a really great way to just get all that information to us in about 10 minutes and really kind of set up, okay, she's very outgoing, she's the it girl that all movies want, and then here's this awkward guy that's just like he got his chance and he's doing the best he can, but no, he's making all the wrong decisions.
And how does she stay with him? That's my question. Like throughout this whole, like you said, first date, see ya. Second date, okay, you got me arrested. Thanks for the fine. I ain't paying that bitch. And then it's just like you said, then it goes straight into the vows, and it's like, yo, this chick's. We'll get into that in a second. This chick's 10 sheets to the wind nuts. This chick's straight for a fit for a straitjacket. Like, what are we doing here?
Well,
then guess what?
I took that as like, because they get to it a little bit later of where she's like describing her feelings. They're like, oh, is this like the first? She's like, I think this is the first time I felt love like ever. I don't think, because when she was a teenager in middle school, she didn't have any like friends or anything. So I think that was like her actual first time. Loser, idiot. I think that was her first time actually having like a boyfriend. Like I took that as like Robert Pattinson is like her first boyfriend.
So do you think she's settling?
Wait, what?
Do you think she's settling?
I don't know, because I genuinely think they both love each other. That like towards the end of the movie it becomes more apparent than ever. But I'm like, because they both have their weird little qualms where he's so hyper fixates on every little thing like to the max, and she's very like, I mean, before the secret's revealed of like very like open minded and then empathetic and everything like that. So I don't know, like I thought it worked out. Like I think they're both perfect for each other in that aspect of just like they both have their problems down like to the max. I don't know.
Hey, they're living pretty though. Let's be honest with ourselves. That apartment, phenomenal. So whatever they're working for them, keep on doing it. And then I don't know. I think we get into it right now. The scene where they're all at dinner. You know what scene I'm talking about with the four of them, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna talk to you boys about this, right? So just heads up, folks. Like I said, spoilers are coming. So the scene we're talking about, you've got, mind you, not good with names. Y'all are better with names. You got the chick from Licorice Pizza. Don't know what her name is.
I don't know what her name is either. I know she's in the band Haim. I know that.
There you go. See, that's how, folks, that's how we're going to do it here. Like, we're going to be like middle-aged moms where it's like, oh, I know this guy from that movie. He's in this. That's how we're going to be referencing people. And if we know their names, great. If we don't, we're going to just be referencing off the movie. So you got the chick from Licorice Pizza.
Usually I do. Usually.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. But she's just burst on the scene a couple years ago in that Licorice Pizza movie. We're all good, so maybe we'll remember her name when she does some more movies. But you got her husband, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. So you kind of felt some tension. Like you knew something was going to happen at that dinner. So we're sitting there having some wine, getting a little messed up, and I'm here for it, right? So you knew something was going to happen. They're sitting there drinking wine, getting a little fucked up, because you always do. And they all go around. What was it called? Like a dog story or something like that, or whatever it's called? What'd they say? It was like dog.
I'm going to be so honest with you. Your mic cut out for like almost all of that. I didn't want to interrupt you.
What? This is the first podcast, folks. We're dealing with
I think you're moving your mic around too much, brother.
Because you started talking, you're like, all right, so here's the scene, and then
all right, so we'll get back.
I think Tone and I need props for keeping a straight face that entire time, because you had zero audio for a good 30 seconds.
I thought for sure I would be able to pick up some key words. I'm like, okay, cool, I can work with this, and then you're like, boys, I gotta
talk. I gotta talk with my right hand, not my left hand. I was talking with my left hand. So, all right, we'll set the scene up again. Take two, like any Hollywood movie. We'll make sure it's all fixed post-production. But the scene I'm talking about, literally, and you guys know about this, folks that are listening. We're gonna talk about this too. The scene we're talking about: licorice pizza lady, her husband, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson. Now, it was like a truth or dare or whatever the heck it was, but they were like, we had this thing where we told us our worst secrets, and the guy shielded himself from a rabid dog. Licorice Pizza's husband, dude, shielded himself from a rabid dog or something like that. I think.
Yeah.
And then the licorice pizza lady just goes, "Yeah, I locked a special needs kid in an abandoned bus." I'm like, what? All right, like that's pretty bad. And then they kind of went in on her a little bit, right? So I was like, all right, that's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right, rightfully so. And then this is where I was like, something's up. Now, personally, and everyone else can have their own opinions, I think Robert Pattinson was lying about his secret. He was stumbling. He was making it up. He did the cookie cutter, hey, I bullied a kid. Well, did he and his family moved. Well, did he move because of you? No, not really. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But then everyone's like, that's not that bad. I think he's lying, personally. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. I think he's lying. I think there's something else up with him. If we talk to the director or something, like, there's something there, though. I think Robert Pattinson's lying about a secret. Now, I don't know what he did. I don't know. But the way he was vibing with it, I think he did something worse if we're going to go into that universe. But nonetheless, Zendaya's character, this one was a shocker, planned a school shooting. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that one for a secret to be revealed. I would not have guessed that in probably like a million years.
It was honestly one of the first times I've been shocked watching a movie in a long time. It's one of those things that you really don't, like, we talk about it all the time, but you don't really see it like come up in movies. You don't see it, and then it's just, hey, it goes. I planned one.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So crazy, because I was like, I remember the trailer because it shows like it kind of vaguely shows like everyone revealing their secrets, not like that much, but then as soon as she says hers, they're all like, what's wrong with you? They're like, are you serious? I'm like, what is it? I was like, maybe she like killed a guy, or I thought she maybe like murdered someone or like hit a dead body, which I was like, yeah, I've seen like a million of those movies. But to be like, hey, when I was 15, I planned this whole school shooting when I was 15 years old. I have videos that I recorded, and I was just like, that's insane.
And then of course the woman from Licorice Pizza becomes the woman that we've all met this woman before. The Karen, as we all say nowadays, and just blowing up. It's like my cousin was a victim of a school shooting, and then just berating her and attacking her and doing. Props to her, honestly. The acting was phenomenal. Just the straight. It had me wanting to like get into a ball just watching this movie. I felt so uncomfortable in this moment.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Because she played it really well. I was like, yo, this girl is an actual nightmare. Not Zendaya, really bad what she did, but she's such like an empathetic character that I'm like, okay, you didn't do it, but I would be questioning your whole sanity the entire time. But the girl from Haim, I was like, again, in the movie, she was a actual monster. I was like, I'm like, you are just pissing me off. I understand why you're upset, but I'm like, let's it be different is if she was a school shooter and she did do that and all this stuff. And maybe she did, like, if she would have been like, oh shit, yeah, that's crazy. But I'm like, she thought about it, she didn't do it. There's a lot of things we thought about and then didn't do. Would I say you're a bad person for that? No, I've never thought about shooting up anybody, so that's crazy. But I'm like, dude, God, yeah, the whole movie was just like uncomfortable. I was just wincing I'm not kidding. I probably sat there in the theater like this the entire time just because it was just so stressful. I was like, Jesus Christ. It was just and it's like their wedding is in, I'd imagine, like 5
a
days.
week or two.
Yeah, it was
something
like it was
that.
in that week. They're like, we're getting married this Saturday, and I'm like, I don't know what day of the week it is, but holy shit, this is a horrible week.
But then, like I said, Licorice Pizza Lady, that's her nickname now, Licorice Pizza Lady.
Okay.
Dude, you locked a special needs kid in a bus and left him.
Yeah.
What?
I was like,
And then she was like,
commit
I was going to tell the cops. Yeah, she did it. And she was like,
And
I
she
was
did.
going to tell the cops. No, you didn't. You stopped lying to yourself. You weren't going to tell the cops. You were probably some popular chick that was like, I'm going to mess with this kid.
Mm-hmm.
I
truly
read
think
into characters way too much.
Well, no, I think she actually would have just left them there if the cops wouldn't have found him. Because she wouldn't have come out after that many days. She would have been so much trouble. I'm like, yeah, she's not going to. I think deep down she's a terrible, terrible person.
Well, didn't the cops also question her? And she said, or
Yeah, I
am
don't
I
know.
imagining that? Or
No, she said that. They're like, oh, they came by and I just told them I didn't know anything. I wanted to say it, but I didn't. And I'm like, God.
You a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, she is the worst character of that movie. Now, like you said, Zendaya planned a school shooting, and I get it. I understand, like you said, that we've been.
I get it. We've all been there.
Everyone does that. Like shooting someone, no. Cranking down in a movie, possibly. Wolf of Wall Street, sure. Margot Robbie, why not? Why who knows?
Obviously,
but you don't do it because it's the public eye. You don't do that.
So against
you just
the
don't
rules.
do it. Yeah, exactly. But. Dude, and then like the scenes after that are insane. Like her looking at the camera, shooting guns, and then they go get their wedding pictures taken, and then they flash to the kid with Robert Pattinson holding guns, and I'm like, dude.
That's honestly, as soon as they did that scene, like that whole montage where he's like holding hands with this 14 or 15-year-old girl, I was like, oh my God, dude, this is just so uncomfortable.
I thought just before that was some of the best writing, because they're obviously sitting down with their photographer, and they're like, I'm gonna shoot your mom, I'm gonna shoot your dad, we're gonna
love
shoot
that. I thought that was hilarious.
you just see Robert Pattinson mentally breaking in his mind, and then it jumps to, okay, we're taking the most awkward photos ever, and then it's 14-year-old Zendaya just standing with him with the gun, and you're just like, this is exactly what it was, like a perfect of what is going through his mind right now, and you're just seeing it happen in real time.
Honestly, because if I was him, I probably would have been thinking the same thing. To find out the person you're so in love with and you're gonna marry was like, yeah, I was gonna do a school shooting when I was 15. I'd be like, what? Huh? I've had some thoughts, but I've never had a thought like that. I'm like, what are we talking about? Holy shit. I would, because then I'm like, yeah, did you go to therapy? Did you at least talk about it? She's like, no, I never did, because it made me so. I'm like, that's insane. Also, just, I really don't know. I really don't know what I would do. I would have called off the wedding, because I'm like, I really don't know how to look past that, because that's all I would think about. I'm not kidding, all of the time.
It's insane.
Oh, 1,000%.
And every time, and he's one of those people, and I get it, because I am him. He's like, he has this itch, and he needs to know everything about it. And so, there's weirdly enough levels now, we know, to planning a school shooting. There's, I want to do a school shooting, and then there's what Zendaya's character did, where she had the gun, she practiced, she made videotapes for when she was going to be dead because she did the school shooting. And, he's diving in deeper. And he's still staying there because he needs to know more, but he's also in this weird spot because he loves her so much. It was the most insane thing ever to just keep finding out more and more about what she was doing. And yes, he found out the why eventually, but it's just absolutely insane. The rabbit hole he went down.
God.
Well, yeah, and then that's the thing too. All right, so folks, like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, the reason why she becomes deaf is she was practicing shooting the guns. And I'm just like, that you literally went so hard in the paint. And here's my thought process. Now, granted, not everyone has a white picket fence type childhood, and your parents are on board and everything like that. I get that. Parents have jobs. I'm not blind to that fact. My mom worked 3 different jobs when I was growing up, and sometimes. Can you guys hear me? Once again, is the audio all messed up? There we go. All right, we're good. I'm talking too much with my hands, guys. I'm sorry. But the parents, where are they? Where are the parents at?
The dad worked at like a military base, is what he was saying. So I don't think he was like home a lot.
But she has a mom too, and I know she has to work, and I know both these people have to work. But like, what's going on here?
Well,
like,
she made it seem like she was really alone. Like that made it seem like the parents were, because on the refrigerator it was like, oh, working home late, here's money for dinner and all this stuff. So it made it seem like no friends, her family wasn't there, so she was like truly like alone and had nobody.
Joined a couple clubs. I don't know what to tell you.
But see,
like,
that's exactly what happened, and we've later come to find out, spoiler, that the reason she doesn't do a school shooting is because not a school shooting, but a mass shooting occurs at a mall in her town, and they lose one of her classmates, and then she weirdly enough finds her community because of that, and becomes so anti-gun, joins the anti-gun like coalition on her school, and so it weirdly switches, and she goes from, I forget what Robert Pattinson said it. It was like the movie, right, where
you're part of the French, but in the French army, but the French army didn't want him, so he joined the Nazis.
Yes, he joins the Nazis. That's a movie I think we got to add to our list because I'm just curious about it. That was the first time I've ever heard of it, but yeah, it's such a weird conundrum, because now a couple people also know, okay, she planned a school shooting, but she was part of this anti-gun coalition, and it's just fantastic.
Dude, one of my favorite things in that scene too, because I think like this was a dark comedy throughout the max. Like I was laughing through it just of how uncomfortable it was, but I loved where Robert Pattinson was like, oh, there was another mass shooting, and she was like, it wasn't a mass shooting, it has to be 4 or more people, only 3 people died. And I was like, and she has all these fun facts about shootings, because she said she did all this research on it, like really fascinated with them, so she like knows everything about them. And I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy.
And he's just unraveling. Just by the way she's talking, and great acting on their end too, because I felt, like you guys said, uncomfortable as shit throughout the whole thing. Like, you're just on edge. And I don't know if it's a good on edge. It was like a nervous on edge. You know, you say, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, you know, the excitement. That was like this thing's about to blow up. Like, it's getting there and you can feel it. But there's going to be a point where this thing blows up in everyone's faces. And obviously the last 15 minutes of that movie, it just absolutely blows up in everyone's face. I think one of the best scenes too is when he's sitting in the lunchroom or wherever it is, and he's talking to his coworker as an assistant. I don't know what she is, but he's like, what would you do if someone you were dating planned a school shooting? And she's like, what? Like, can you imagine sitting at lunch and then someone just says that to you? Like, what do you... I don't even know how to
I'm not
respond
gonna
to
lie.
that.
It sounds almost exactly of some shit that I would say. I'm not even gonna front with you. Like the amount of hypotheticals I propose to people is genuinely insane. Andrew, you remember my one with the one with your family at a restaurant?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Wait, what is this? What are we talking about?
That one actually might be my the worst one ever I've said. Okay. You know what? Just for the theme of the movie, I'll bring it up into the viewers at home watching this. Okay, Jesse. So, you have siblings?
Yes, one brother.
Okay.
Just to be specific.
Okay. So, let's say you and your family are at a dinner. Let's say it's your birthday. You're at your favorite restaurant, wherever it is. You, your parents,
Olive Garden, endless breadsticks, and salad.
Right. You're at Olive Garden. Your mom, your dad, your brother's there. And so a gunman walks into the restaurant, holds everyone hostage, but singles out your family.
Oh, great.
Sorry,
this is phenomenal.
I can't even get it out. Okay. So let's say he points a gun at your mom and dad, and he's like, sorry, have sex with your sibling right now or I'm going to kill your mom and your dad. Would you do it to save your mom and your dad?
My bottom or top?
You can choose. Let's say you can top.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
1,000%.
This guy loves his parents. That's all I need to know.
It's
wait.
like,
Jokes aside, would you for real?
1000%. Let's ride. Hey, call me Superman.
Also, you can't wear a condom.
Okay, but
Well, it's the only time you get to do it, so you don't want to like muddy that experience. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. All right, I'm gonna twist it back on you. We're gonna play this out. I'm at Olive Garden. I cut a hole in the breadstick. There we go. I'm using the breadstick as protection. Bam.
No,
Joke's
the
on
gunman's
you.
like no, you can't, or else I'm gonna shoot dad first or mom first.
But it's endless breadstick, so I can get more. I don't care what he says.
You can have
I'm
breadsticks
putting
after
my-
the sex, yeah.
Yeah, after.
But I can't protect myself with the breadstick. If you know what I'm saying.
Nope,
Like I can't put protection on. Okay.
you
Do
can't.
I get Italian dressing to lube it up?
Let's say yes.
All right. Well, thumbs up. We're good to go.
Okay, cool. You might be one of, I think, only 3 people. As I've probably asked this to too many people. You're one of 3. Actually, there's 3 of you that have done it, but probably a good 15 plus people that are like, "Are you insane?"
No, it's a for sure go. Like let's ride. And
Really
then
happy.
do I get to keep on eating after that?
You can do whatever
Yes.
you want. You just
you
have
can do
to-
whatever you
you
want.
just have those
Your-
memories.
Your parents,
Cool.
your parents are alive.
Do I is that meal is
Huh?
that meal comped?
No,
Is that meal comped?
No, it's
No.
Olive Garden. It's a corporate establishment.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge it.
yeah.
Well then fuck your mother, okay? That's bullshit. Because I want to speak to your manager.
They just lost all their money from a robbery. You think they're gonna let you eat for free?
Yeah, it's true. Just that
right,
one
let's
gunman
play
is
this.
just a perverted freak, and you just like, all right, these guys.
Well, Olive Garden just lost my business. Then how about that? For the rest of my life, I'll finish that meal. I'll pay for the meal. I'm never coming back. You can take your endless breadsticks and stick them up your ass. How about that?
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Okay.
But that's exactly
So-
what
Explain
it
it
felt like to be asked that. If what would you do if your partner did a school shooting?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I probably would have asked that at some point. I would have made my way to it. I probably would have worked my way to that scenario, but this movie beat me to it.
I just love that
But like,
it was like after he asked that and she was like, I don't know, call the police. It's just like
Yeah.
it's like that. Yeah, that's probably the reaction 90% of people would have, but just because Robert Pattinson is in love with this girl, it's just like, no, that can't be.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? She didn't do. And then he has to argue for it, and it just spirals from there.
My thing is, can you really call the police though after that for like
That's-
a
I
thought
was
that you
saying-
had when you're 15? I would say like maybe like call her family or really push to talk to a therapist or somebody. I'm like, you gotta do
Therapist.
this, like for me to feel comfortable. Like I am so madly uncomfortable because it's like, yeah, I still love this person, but I'm like, I need you to get help because honestly, with her holding the knife, I also probably would have been scared too. I'm like, you're freaking me out because any argument we're gonna have or anything in the future, you might shoot me and kill me.
and then they throw away the coffee mug that's like coffee or die or whatever it was with the gun on it. I'm like,
That was
it's
so
just like,
funny.
Did you throw it away?
I don't know if you guys saw it too. So there's like the photo of her on their fridge, and
Oh, yeah,
but there's 2 photos. The before
Mm-hmm.
when they're in his apartment and you see the photo, it's just her like holding with him, and then
Yeah, what that's showing the ring.
showing the ring. Yeah, she's like this, and then when
Mm-hmm.
after you find out all the stuff, the photo changes with her hand up like that, like around it,
Like with the
with the guns
like
to
a
his
gun
head.
pointing to his head.
and it's really just like showing.
I-
It's like taking over his mind. Everything that he sees is a shooting. It's
Or just something with a gun, because then, like in that book that he had, was like, oh, he's just seeing Zendaya holding a gun in like a bra and underwear, just like I was like, dude, this is insane. This man is spiraling.
I didn't notice that. I did not notice that. I did
Oh,
not
really?
pick that up. No, I'm usually pretty close to details, but I just didn't even see that.
See,
That's
that was
insane.
the one before I saw the movie. It was what I saw on social media because I didn't see this opening day. But one thing I saw was like I think someone posted with like her doing that in one of the images because it was part of the promotional stuff. And like, yeah, this image has a whole new meaning now. I'm like, I don't know what that even means. And then as soon as you watch the movie, then I noticed like the change. I was like, oh, clever, very clever. Also, I just realized the director of it. I can't remember his name off the top of my head because I believe He's a foreign man. I don't know where he's from, but
Ronald
he directed
McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. Praise be. He. I don't know if you guys ever saw this movie. Was Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage, also produced by A24.
Oh, I haven't seen that one, but
No.
that would make sense with him.
He did do that movie as well. That movie was also insane. So I'm like, this movie fits on brand with this man.
My God, dude. It just was uncomfortable, honestly, and that's the perfect situation to play with Robert Pattinson's character, dude. He just seemed like he went into a tailspin, and then his friends talking him into it. Yeah, get on the quickest flight to England.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that going to solve? If anything, she's going to go more nuts.
The way I saw it with that was honestly one of the perfect examples I've seen of like the day after drinking, and you have those, oh shit, what did I say? It's all like kind of in their heads of oh, he's not in this room right now because he's plotting to leave the country and get out as far away from her as possible. So it's like we've all had those days of after drinking, we may have blacked out, just said something we didn't mean. And like you're overthinking, overanalyzing, and that's what the movie really showed, was just like how they just got into these two characters' heads so well, and it just flashes up. Oh wait, okay, maybe she's holding a gun, maybe she's not. What did I do? What is he doing right now? And then it's just he's getting coffee. He knows she's hungover. He's just getting her coffee, but it doesn't matter because the damage is already done.
Yeah. God.
Well, I think the friends have made it more worse, though.
Oh yeah, no, they fed into it, and then she obviously gets the call that her maid of honor is backing out, which is weirdly enough you find out more Robert Pattinson's friend because she's an antisocial loner type deal, and so she doesn't really even know Zendaya that much, and then it just kind of feeds him spiraling, and which leads to the climactic last 20 minutes of the film, which is insane.
Let's just get into that right now.
Yeah,
baby.
let's do it. It's one of the most awkward, tense things I've seen probably since like the ending of Uncut Gems. I would put it up to that level of just everything that they did in the last 5 days is now catching up to him. Robert Pattinson spirals, so he makes out with his assistant or just coworker, and now his coworker and her boyfriend are there at the wedding. They're having a great time.
Also, who's doing that? Are you inviting your coworker and their boy? What are we talking about? I wouldn't invite any of my coworkers.
They seemed like good friends, and obviously he made out with her, and then the next day he was getting married. So it's not like, hey, don't come to the wedding now. That's going to make it even more awkward. And then
I wouldn't come to the wedding if I was her, though. If I'm his assistant, I'm not coming to the wedding. Sorry.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh yeah, I made a huge mistake, but I was just like, God, dude. As soon as I saw her, I'm like, this whole thing is going to blow up at any fucking moment. Because now him spiraling, everyone has a secret now. Everything's just gone wrong, essentially. So I was wondering why he was so emotional when they were talking to the DJ that was smoking meth on the street or whatever. So I was just like, why is he crying so hard? And I was like, oh shit. As soon as he was like crying in her arms, I was like, I'm already horrified of what is about to. I'm like, I just have a feeling of what's gonna go down. And it did.
And then you see you have all the stuff that happens. So they have to fire her because they think she's smoking meth, and so they hired the new guy, and he's just
That guy brought the juice, dude. I loved him.
It's just so funny because it was so like you have this like chill DJ. Yes, she smoked a little bit of meth, but then you have the other guy who's just like all technical, and he's just like, "Oh, I need this cable. I don't have this cable. What are we doing?"
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I actually jumped in the theater when his audio board just like popped, and I was like, "Oh shit!" That scared me. Oh,
I forgot about that. Yeah, dude. I was like, someone just died?
Yeah,
and then I thought the DJ booth, and I was like, oh shit.
I thought someone else brought a gun or something. I was like, did someone just shoot someone at the wedding? Or I didn't know.
When that was during, I thought it was so funny because also that was during the father's speech, Zendaya's dad, and he is looking at everything from an outside perspective. He only saw his daughter when she was around, so he only saw her get rid of the gun, join an anti-gun like coalition, do all this, and you have, as the audience, you have all this extra knowledge of what actually happened, and it just makes that scene more tense. And then you have the gun pop, followed by the maid of honor speech, which is just...
Yo, as soon as she was laughing at that, when she was laughing during the dad speech, I was like, oh, God. And then her husband being like, don't do it, don't do it. And she's like, I want to speak. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
What's going to come out of your mouth?
Yeah, and it was bad. It was bad. I was like, wow, that was the most passive-aggressive thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it's insane. That she was a terrible character in the sense of, like, that person is terrible, but played so flawlessly. Like, she made me hate her, which is impressive.
Yeah. She wanted the drama, because then one scene, which I guess I'll get to that in a second, is when after a certain point, Zendaya goes to the bathroom after her maid of honor speech. She hears Robert Pattinson's coworker talking about a school shooting, and she's like, "Oh shit, the rumor's being spread already," and then she's spiraling, and then gets Robert Pattinson is like, "All right, let me go talk to you real quick." And he was like, "Go grab your coworker. I need to find out who's telling her this." And he's like, let's not do it." And just then she gets brought in immediately. She's like, "He kissed me," and I'm like, "All right, dude. So this is just already
shit.
All of it is horrible, but it had to have come out." I was like, "There's no way this could just be silent for the rest of the movie." That's brought up, and then I was like, I was hoping it was gonna be over and she was just gonna leave. Nope, they just go back and just go do their more speeches. And dude, Robert Pattinson's speech was so fucking hilarious to me, where he's like bringing up, he's like, "Oh," and her repulsive laugh, and then his best man just being like,
we have such good sex.
And then he just says it.
Yeah. And then he's like, "I don't know why I said that." He's like, "I don't know what the fuck's going on." And then he's just like hearing people like talking. He's like, "Can everyone just calm the fuck down?" And then he snaps essentially. And then that's when he yells at the boyfriend and just finds out he kissed his girlfriend and all that. It just all went through. It just went through hell. It was the last 15 minutes at that point. Yeah, I was like, I just wanted it to be over. I'm like, I need something to happen. It's like how I felt watching Hereditary, where I'm like, I need something to jump out and get me because I don't like this feeling. And I just want it to be over. Like, all of it. Because Zendaya's just like sitting there with tears in her eyes and just trying to act normal. And he just, dude, it was bad. It was real bad.
Well, my thing was, too, was she hearing stuff outside the bath, or inside? I guess she was inside the bathroom, but they was talking outside the bathroom. And I'm like, did she just make all that up in her head? Because the coworker was like, "Oh, we didn't talk about that. I didn't say. I don't know what you're talking about."
I think it's more so that like it definitely she was talking about a school shooting, but it's kind of cool that the movie did that to you. I would say is that it made you think, okay, they're so in their heads, you really don't know what is real and what's not. Like you have to kind of just be like, okay, they talked about a school shooting, but did it happen? And so that I think that is kind of cool that even you were questioning it.
Yeah, because when you have anxiety, you're thinking the absolute worst case scenario. Like at all times, you're like, dude, they're saying some shit. Everyone hates me. Everything's going wrong. So I'm just thinking people are saying shit that they're not even saying or probably even thinking. And it was bad. And then as soon as she brought it up in that conversation with them, I was like, yep. So he told her, she said not to bring this up to anybody. Told her, his coworker. Like, fuck, dude.
Oh my god, dude! But the best, like I said, you guys said it. The best scene though, when it just unravels, and it was kind of like a relief a little bit, but we still didn't get to the full spectrum. Was when they were like, "Yeah, he kissed me first," and everyone in the theater when I was in there was just like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
like multiple people were like, "Oh."
Yeah,
and then I was like, "Oh, I did not see how that was gonna go." That was a twist, and then it just. After that, I was like, all right, there's a relief, but there's still something that needs to happen. And then it did
headbutt.
Yep. Like, oh, my God, dude. And then she just went straight to the booze. I probably done the same thing. I'm like, all right, here we go. Now let's let it rip. Let's just take the top off. Let's have a couple of drinks. Bam. Dude, my God, though.
I remember my whole point with the licorice pizza girl where then when they're in that fight, when the boyfriend of the coworker headbutts Robert Pattinson, she's like in the fight yelling at the boyfriend, be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, da da da. I'm like, okay, so now she's on the side. I'm like, she just loves the drama. I think she likes being a part of it. Because exactly. I think because there's always a friend like that everywhere. There's always someone that just really wants to be a part of drama at all times. They're like, I need to be involved. I need to be a part of this. And I'm like, and she was definitely that person where she wants to start some shit and be a part of the shit.
I took it a little bit differently in the sense of I thought it was more so she just knew like her boyfriend was a little kind of out there, and she didn't think anything of it. Yes, her Robert Pattinson kissed her, but she obviously knows like he was in a weird spot. He was losing it. Obviously, he was crying at his desk. And then she consoled him, and it kind of exactly what she told Zendaya. I guess I took that at face value, was that he was just like in a weird spot. He kissed me, and she just wanted it to be over with. And then of course now her now boyfriend is making a big scene at this wedding that they're attending. So I think I took it a little bit differently, but it could go either way.
I guess so.
The speech was phenomenal, though.
That was really really funny. Again, it's just so uncomfortable. Yeah, we have great sex. I don't know why I said that. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, oh my god, dude. I was like, just stop talking. And then he's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kiss her. I was like, yo. I'm like, we gotta
just put the mic down.
Yeah, I'm like, we have to stop. We gotta go. Like, talk about this at home. I'm like, this is all just everything's going horribly wrong. But then that leads to the end of the movie where then he goes home. He starts listening to the song that they always listen to.
That's a banger of a song, by the way. I don't even know what the hell it is. But
I don't know what it is, but I downloaded it. I think I'm like, that's a fun song.
It's like Barry Keoghan at the end of Saltburn. I would never heard that song in my life, and he's just shaking dong to a song, and I was like, I'm kind of vibing with this song. So,
How did you guys feel about the ending? Like at the diner?
Like at the restaurant?
I liked the ending a lot. I thought it was hilarious when he like walks to the cashier and she's like, "You good?" And it's just blood.
Just covered in blood.
Suit, and then he's got he's got his suit pants on still, but just sneakers and a jacket, and you're just like, this guy's been through it, and it's the most New York thing ever at a diner. She's like, "You good?" He's like, "Yep." Yeah. And then they move on. She takes his order, and he goes and he sits down. And then they obviously Zendaya's about to walk in when they just hold on the door for a little too long. And they do their little thing she tried earlier where they pretend they don't know each other
to meet each other for the first time. I love a callback. Because they did at the beginning of the movie too. She's like, "You want to try that again?" He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm like, "I'm glad we're doing this. I think this is good." I saw a few reviews online where they hated the ending. They're like, not realistic. It's whatever. I'm like, this, because the beginning of the movie starts like a rom-com, pretty much like down to a T. Like, oh, just a happy-go-lucky couple and da-da-da-da-da. And then obviously it becomes a fucking dark comedy and just anxiety and stressful as shit. And then it goes back into kind of like rom-com territory where they're, introducing each other the first time. And I'm like, okay, they're going to make it work, because now I think is like, which Robert Pattinson, blessing in disguise of him kissing another woman, of being like, okay, so this is the worst thing you've ever done. Like, we could look past each other's like shit. Like, I've seen you at your worst. You've obviously seen me at mine. Maybe we can go forward from this. I don't know how their family and friends are going to take that, because it would be, I don't know if I would be friends with those people anymore, because I'm like, this is insane. But I'm like, good for them. Good for them. Like Rihanna said, they found love in a hopeless place.
Oh, some Rihanna right there. That's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm surprised. Hey, here's the thing. The callback, right? I'm going to call back right now. The weirdest sex scene is when he's just cranking down. Just giving her hell. Trying to get something going. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? He's like, we don't have to do this. It's like, yes, we are. And he's just, come on, give it to me. And then he's just going hard on it. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, dog, just give it up. I'm sorry. We've all been there, but it ain't going to happen today. Like, you just got to tap out at some point. And then they go downstairs, and that's when they do the little, I'm blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dog, this ain't the time. If I was in that shoes, I'd be like, stop.
We got to go to bed.
Give me a break. Yep. Like, chalk it up as an L. It's fine.
Oh, God.
In my mind, I see you holding a gun, shooting people. Like, yeah, we're not doing this right now.
Yeah. But she didn't want to talk about it because she kept getting sick or kept getting pissed off. So I was like, oh, God. Like, all of this is just, like, toxic. All of it's just bad. Like, nothing's getting resolved because she doesn't want to talk about it. He wants to hyperfixate on it so much that I'm like, this is just not. We're just going in circles, essentially.
Like, so then that leaves me what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I feel like that just sums up a lot of anxiety, and that is just kind of how people's brains work, and you just run in those circles, and you can like self-feed, and then you don't usually get the kind of resolution that everyone got, in the sense of like, okay, people, I just gonna get punched in the face, and we're gonna work this out. But yeah, what were you saying?
Well, no, I was gonna piggyback, literally. Perfect transition, literally piggybacking off that. So at the end scene, that makes me think of his personality when he's hyperfixating on this. They're going to need either a hell of a lot of therapy or this shit ain't going to work out. Because if, like what you said, he's hyperfixating on everything, dude, they literally can't go on with their life if that's how he's going to be for the rest of mankind. Like, it ain't it. Like, they're not going to be able to do that. They're not going to be able to move on from that. I mean, dude, he's awkward as shit, and she doesn't want to talk about it. We got to move on from that. You got to. If I'm her, we're ending this. I'm finding new friends. I ain't talking to those three cats ever again, and we're calling it a day. Like, New York has how many people? They're in New York, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
New York has how many people?
Like
10,000? You can find someone else. Yes. It might be 7,500 maybe.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot of people. Yeah. You'd be able to find someone else in New York City. Like, and you're not going to be able to run into them. It ain't small town USA. Like, let's figure this out. Let's move on. Maybe this isn't the healthiest option. If I'm her, I'm putting that all the way in the back of my mind. I'm never saying my deepest, darkest secret ever again. Oh, I shat on some homeless guy. Sorry, I was drunk one night. Just make something up, like Robert Pattinson probably did. You do that, you move on, and we're going to call it a day. So
I'm basically starting anew. Yeah, new life, new everything. I was like, you got to start over at that point. Like, oh man, my marriage just completely blew up. All this is just going out. My friends hate me. You got to start somewhere new. I'm like,
find a new job. If you want to move cities, sure. If not, I don't know. But at the same time, then you flip the script. Robert Pattinson, hyperfixation, Andrew, like you said, he's going to be thinking about. That's going to be like the first date question every single time if you start to date someone new. Have you ever planned a school shooting? And then he's going to look more nuts to the date person or whoever he's trying to date. Yeah. And it's going to be an ugly cycle for him. I think she'll be fine if she lies, which is terrible. Folks, never lie to anyone. I'm just saying, unless you're Zendaya.
I've never told a lie a day in my life. Never ever.
That might be the statement of the century right there. But no, the whole thing was just like, holy shit. Because you thought that you know, that first half hour, you thought, hey, this was the biggest twist in the movie, that we're fine, let's figure this out. And the way they just kept on twisting it of like, this is not going to go away, this is not going to go away, this is not going to go away. Oh, and then on top of that, we're going to keep piling crazy shit on top of it, which they did. And that's where like my anxiety and my just nervousness was just going through the roof every single time. I'm like, holy shit, when is this going to end? I needed a cigarette when the credits started rolling. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Just ripping heaters. And God.
It's just how I felt.
Holy hell.
Yeah. It's over. Yeah, thank God. It kind of like felt like how I felt watching Uncut Gems, where I'm just like, I need a cigarette. I'm like, this is just stressed for that movie is like 2.5 hours. This one, it flew by. Like it definitely, because I was like invested in it, so I was like, this movie feels like 30 minutes, but it was only like an hour 47, I think is what it is, and it flew.
Oh, 1,000%. And that's. I mean, those are the type of movies you want. But I mean, at the same time, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't even have asthma. I need an inhaler. Someone hit me with something. Because this movie was just all over just my nervous system. Dude, it was just nuts. I appreciated it. I liked it. I
really liked it.
We came to the... Yeah. Andrew, my man, Andrew?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you like it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely fantastic. I would watch it again. It's a great movie.
Hell yeah. I was going to say that.
I'm going to need a
action
break.
there.
Yeah, from it. For sure. For a little bit. But
Oh,
go back.
Yeah, there's movies that are genuinely really, really good that I'm like, I'm never... Like, it's... Wow, what a fantastic movie. I'm never watching that ever again.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah, Toy Story 3. Like, there was that movie I watched called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Fantastic movie. Never watch that movie ever again. Just... My anxiety and stress in that movie is rough. It's nominated for an Oscar, I think, this last Oscar season with Rose Byrne. Really, really good. But God, just... It felt like, again, like an Uncut Gems or A Good Time or The Bear, where I'm just like, this is just so much anxiety and just people just screaming all the time. I'm like, dude, everything is going against this woman and it's fucking horrifying. I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, it's like The Substance. That movie, that's where I was like, okay, what the hell is going on? I mean, you knew what was going on, but I just, the nervous system in me was just going wild during that movie.
Yeah. I'd watch that movie again because that one had like good body horror that I'm like, movies like this where they feel so grounded in reality of just like something I never think of, but probably happens more often than I think. I'm just like, I don't want to experience this ever again. Like, this was just a fucking nightmare for just my anxiety is just through the roof. That's how I felt about I don't know if you guys ever saw that Channing Tatum movie that Zoe Kravitz directed. I think it's called Blink Twice.
Yeah, with the film. Yes,
really, you saw it?
Yep.
Really good.
Yes.
Like, really good, but, dude, just such a hard watch. And you're just like, I cannot watch this movie ever again.
The crazy thing is, I watched it on a plane. So...
You watched that on a plane?
Yeah. I'm nuts.
Yikes. Well, our friend Anna, she watched it and then showed her mom it. She's like, oh, let's watch it again. Let me show it to my mom. I was like, that is not a movie I would ever watch. I watched a lot of movies with my dad. I would not watch that movie with my dad. I'm like, dude, this movie is like, just the subject matter is just so rough, dude. I was like, Jesus Christ. But
well, it's like, yeah. I mean, it's like any movies that are like this. I mean, it's nuts, dude. Where you're like, okay, let's take it easy. Like I said, I got to go home and watch Monsters Inc. or something to calm my nerves.
Yeah,
something like that. Monsters Inc. Yeah, it's a great movie too.
It is a great movie. What would you guys? Because I know we're getting close to our hour mark, so I'd say, how do you guys want to? Is the review just talking about it? Or do you want to give it a rating? What do you want to do? I'm a Letterboxd idiot, so my whole brain is scrambled of just... I know you hate the rating system, Andrew. I know you don't like it.
Wait, what do you mean?
You don't like the 5-star thing. You don't like it being 5 stars.
I'm an out of 10er guy, yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, we can do out of 10, 5, 10. Don't matter to me.
We could do it out of 10. We can do it out of 10. I have my Letterboxd for 5.
Okay,
for this podcast, I can do 10.
Let's do 5. Can we do... Do we do points? Like point... whatever stars, or is it just?
Yeah, you could do two. Yeah. You could do 2.5, 1.5, 4.5.
Got it.
Yeah, shit. You could do it 2 thumbs up. Pretty good too. So up to you.
To me, I will give the drama a 4 stars.
Okay.
Okay. It's a solid movie from beginning to end. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, just because of how I felt when I walked out of the theater, I'm going to go 4.5, just because not only did it keep my attention, but it also got me thinking about a lot of different things. Whether it's, if my girlfriend actually did this, would I do this? And it got me thinking, certain movies where you see it and you're like, all right, cool, that was fun, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this movie got me thinking where so many different questions go in my mind. Like, all right, what if I did play that game? What is the worst thing that I possibly could do? And hey, if people want to get into this, maybe we might get into that one podcast. But who knows? That's a discussion for a different day. But it's one of those things where you keep thinking. So
Yeah.
4.5.
All right, Tom, what did you write exactly word for word on your letterbox?
Let's pull it up. I could do this every segment for every single show because you know as soon as I'm not kidding, as soon as the credits roll, bust out my phone, letterbox comes out immediately. Without fail. Because I want to get my thoughts like immediately. Though sometimes I will say I'm a little more jokey with it instead of being like, wow, the blah 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 is just so interesting in the blah. I'm just like what did I put for this one? Oh, I watched Pride and Prejudice and I was like, all right, 4.5 stars. I'm gonna die alone. It's great movie. It's a great love story, and I was just like, yep, I'm gonna die alone. 4 stars. But for this one, I gave it a 4 stars, and I just said I need a cigarette. Yeah, I'd say 4 stars. It's a great movie. I think Masterpiece is really hard to like come by. Like if it's a 5 stars, like it really has to hit every single beat for me. I mean, not every single beat. Like I think like Project Hail Mary, that's a 5-star for me. Dune 2, 5-star. Everything Everywhere All at Once, 5 stars. It's like where I'm like everything gels. This one gelled really well. I think honestly, it's one of those things where the performances were great. The movie was just fantastic, but there's like something missing there. That's like I think for me it has to be like a rewatch ability to it. And I think I would watch this every so often if I'm like showing it to someone that's never seen it before. But to be like, if I'm going to be alone, I'm going to be like, let me put on this movie. I'm never watching this movie alone ever again. Because I'm like, I don't want to go through the tension of that. It's just, oof. But yeah, 4 stars. I thought it was great. I think with that, then what about a top 5? We could go Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. What are your favorite movies or performances? Doesn't have to be movies. It could be performances from TV or movie.
All right. For
I'm
either.
down with that.
Okay.
We got to think of a creative
5-star
name,
category
too.
out of Letterboxd, dude. We have 5-star type 5 roles, and then we got out of 5 stars. It's just 5.
We got to come up with a creative name too, boys. So if anyone listening out there wants to shoot us a name idea, we're here with that. But we're just gonna go top 5 right now, call it that, and then
Okay.
kind of work with some name titles. But yeah, I'm definitely down with that. Let's see what we got here, boys. What do you, Tone? Actually, you know what? I'll let you kick this thing off. Let's see what you got here. Let's start at 5 and then go all the way up to 1.
Okay. I would say it's hard to do Zendaya because Zendaya's only done. I know she's done a lot of stuff, but like the only things I've ever seen her in has been like Spider-Man, Euphoria, Dune, this movie. What's that Disney show she did? What the fuck was that? Shake It Up.
Shake It Up.
Yeah, Shake It Up. So it's hard for me to do because I think she's a great actress. Like I think she'll win something at some point. Like I'd say like 5 for Zendaya. I would probably go. I'll just go Spider-Man. I'll say all 3 of them. There's not like... Yeah, actually, no. I'll say Far From Home. That movie's like a rom-com to me. I like her in that movie a lot. I think she plays a weirdo very, very well. And I'm like, oh, it's a fun performance. 4, I'm going to say Dune. I don't know how she'll be in Dune 3. I think she'll still be as good, but Dune was just like legitimately... She's so fantastic in that movie. Love her in that. 3, I'll put this. That's her number 3. I think she was really, really good in this movie. Like, I was invested in what she was saying the entire time. Like, you don't want to root for her because you're like, yeah, you planned a school shooting and you're a crazy person. But, like, at the same time, she was so empathetic and was very human. Like, it felt like everything didn't feel, like, outlandish or like, oh, man, this is just, like, this whole movie is, like, it was crazy, but not, like, I can see myself in these people's shoes. On her side, his side, more on Robert Pattinson's side, but I can like understand.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know what the fuck to put for 2. Does anyone know anything that Zendaya's done? You throw me a suggestion?
I really liked her performance in Malcolm and Marie, that just like black and white film with John David Washington.
Okay, you're right. She was really, really good in that. She like them just hating each other in that movie. She was good. I actually would put that as number 2, and then number 1 for TV wise, Euphoria for sure. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. Yeah, I don't like the 3rd season. Yeah, her being a drug addict is really good. The 3rd season's pretty cheeks right now, so we'll see how that goes. Again, but she's like still. I'm not kidding. Her in the 1st season and shit. Like, the 1st season's fantastic. I think like all of it from beginning to end is so well done, is creatively like beautifully shot. The music's great. Like the story's like good. It's like amplified teenage drama, but like to the fucking max. Season 2, it teeters, but like she's the highlight of it. Like there's a monologue scene that she has in that show, and it's so good. Like she's just going after her mom because she's a drug addict, so she's going after her girlfriend, her mom, her sister. And I'm like, damn, you're a real asshole. But she plays it so good. And yeah, I would say top 5 for that. And then I'll make it easier for you boys, because I know we can probably think of a lot more Robert Pattinson movies, because Robert Pattinson has become probably one of my favorite actors since Good Time in like 2017. Like, I love that movie. I say, let's bounce back and forth on the Robert Pattinson thing. I'll say my 5. One of you say your 5, and we'll just kind of go from there. Because then I could change my list. I could be like, you know what? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Like 5, if I had to think for Robert Pattinson, I think I'm going to go... Oh, shit. I think I'm going to do The Lighthouse.
Top 1?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do The Lighthouse as 5. That could change. You could throw a movie out there, I'd be like, fuck, he actually was better in that movie. Damn it. All right.
All right. I made a list, so I'll read it off right now. Yeah, dude. Now these are movies I've seen, so I'm sorry if I break anyone's hearts or that I know them from. Right. Yeah. I know you just brought up The Lighthouse. Unfortunately, I have not seen it. Do not judge me. I know. Yeah. I have seen scenes from it where he kills the bird, or he slams the seagull against the thing. That is the wildest scene I've ever seen.
He does do that. It's good.
Jesus.
That movie's definitely not for everybody though. I've recommended that movie to a few people, and they're like, I fucking hate that movie. And I'm like, it's not for everybody. It's very like not artsy fartsy, but it kind of reminds me of like an old Stanley Kubrick type of vibe, where I'm just like, it doesn't have the gel for everybody. That's all right.
I was gonna say I might have to do that. So number 5, I'm all about rom-coms, but this really isn't a rom-com movie. Is Remember Me, the last scene?
Whoa!
Do we?
The 9/11 movie. Throw respect on the name.
Do you? All right. For people that haven't seen it, sorry, I'm gonna ruin it. But the last scene is absolutely insane, right? Like,
yeah. I
So
remember being a kid
that.
watching that movie, and I'm just like, dude, what? I was like, this is insane. And I'm like, as soon as they're like at the school board, she's like, all right. Or no, it's him at his dad's office, and then it zooms out. I'm like,
zooms out.
Bro, the Twin Towers, and then it's the print or that teacher in the classroom. She's like, all right, and it shows September 11th, 2001. I was like, you're kidding me. You're joking. He was really good in that movie, though. He was.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm here for it. And then number 4, you guys are gonna hate me for this, and that's, you know what, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, and that's fine. You know what, I can take it. I got tough skin. It's Twilight. That's how everyone knew him. Like, am I wrong? Like, that's how we got on to where Robert Pattinson. Everyone starts somewhere, right? You know, Zendaya started at Disney Channel.
He is good. I will say, like, in the first movie, he is really good. I will say, like, the first one is very... I like the first one and the fourth one. Yeah.
So would that be the last movie then, the fourth one?
Well, there's it's for part 1, and then it goes Twilight,
like
New
Potter.
Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn part 1, then Breaking Dawn part 2. They pulled a Harry Potter where it was like, oh, it's the last one. We got to split into 2.
Yeah, that's what I did. And then obviously number 3, this movie, because I like I said, I really like this movie a lot with him, just because his character and his mentality and personality really fit well. Number 2, I know he was only in, 2 of them? Or was it only one? I know he's in the Goblet of Fire, so number 2, Harry Potter.
He's in 1.
Now, I don't know if they...
He doesn't make it out.
He's only in the 4th. Yeah, he never comes back.
He never comes back.
No,
yeah,
he
but
gets
like...
Yep.
I thought he was maybe he got shown in 3 or 5 for a flashback.
No,
I don't know technicalities. So.
No, the first one he showed, first and last, was Goblet of Fire.
R.I.P. dude. R.I.P. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do. I understand it, dog. Hey,
I'm that house. I get it.
yeah,
So bang.
I understand.
She was in the new season of Bridgerton. She was the villain, and she was very good.
Oh, hey.
Is she? And
Yeah.
she's English, right? Or she's Scottish?
She's Scottish.
2 pumpkin
is this
patches,
chick-
please.
Yeah, I remember.
Is that chick legit Scottish in real life? Is that chick legit Scottish in real life?
She's Scottish.
She better be,
She's cool.
You guys are lying to me then. So then my number 1. This one, like I said, I've been so just pissed off that they can't figure this out. Just pissed off that they can't figure out a sequel but Batman. I think he does Batman so well. I know some people don't like him. I think that's every superhero. You're going to like one guy better than the other and all that jazz. Everyone's going to have their opinions about it. I think he does Batman really well. Christian Bale level, yeah, probably not. But the way I literally connected with this most recent Batman with him, and I am getting so pissed off that it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And what are we doing here? It's not written. It is written. Now we got to rewrite it, or doing all this nonsense. Figure it out. Let's get this going. We've got an HBO show about the Penguin. We're building this up. I was going to say Harry Keoghan. Barry Keoghan, more like Harry Potter. Harry Potter's actually going to be the next Batman. Barry Keoghan is the Joker. Like, what they did so well with the first one, I thought so. I'm just going on and on about this movie, but I love him in the Batman.
I do too. I was gonna say spoiler. As soon as I get to my number 1, that is my number 1 is the Batman. Like, he played that to a fucking T. And I don't know if it's controversial. I liked it more than Christian Bale.
Whoa.
I did.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, depending how the rest of the trilogy is going, I don't know what it is because they keep fucking delaying the second one. But I'm like, he plays an antisocial weirdo very, very well.
Oh, yeah.
And he just only wants to be Batman. I'm like, okay, this is really good. I don't know, that movie. He's just so good in that movie. But I'll let you go. Are those the only 3 movies you've seen with Robert Pattinson?
He named 5. He
Me?
got 5.
You got 5?
Yeah, that was
get
his
5?
son.
Yeah, I'll go through it. Remember Me, Twilight,
Remember Me?
the drama, Harry Potter, and Batman.
Okay. I definitely meant, because I was like, I for sure thought you only said 3. I thought you were going on with the same performance for one of them. I was like, because I only heard you say Remember Me, Harry Potter, and Batman. I was like, okay, well, word. I was like, well, not 5, but close.
So we'll all recap after everyone goes. We'll recap it. We'll get this thing down to a T when we start getting more into it. But yeah, we'll recap it. So I recapped it right there. Batman's my number 1. So take it away, whoever else. Let's go, baby.
So yeah, I got my honorable mention was Harry Potter. Just watching it from growing up, you gotta love it. But
honorable mention, come on.
Yeah, no, you got.
The man died for your sins.
No. And then same with number 5, Twilight. I mean, it's how you really got to know him. Yes, he was in Harry Potter, but he blew up because of the Twilight films. He was a teen heartthrob. He was acting as best he could to be a vampire. You do the best with what you got. And then number 4, I'll do some recency bias. The drama, the movie we've been talking about for the last hour. I really loved his performance in it. Like Tona said a couple times, he's an antisocial weirdo at heart, and he really embodied that super well. 3, I went The Lighthouse because his performance in that is insane. He just it's just a different person, and to be there just going back and forth with Willem Dafoe, you're like, personally I love The Lighthouse. I know we said, and I've interacted with a lot of people that don't like it, and they think I'm a weirdo for liking it, but you gotta love it. 2, I put the Batman. I put the Batman at 2. I think he plays the character really well. I kind of want to see him develop his Bruce Wayne, because that's the whole thing about Batman is everyone thinks his alter ego is Batman. His alter ego is Bruce Wayne. He is the Batman, and then he puts on a mask to interact with society. And so if he nails his Bruce Wayne alter ego, I think he has the promise. And if Matt Reeves actually does a whole trilogy, it's probably going to blow Nolan's out of the water. That's just a guess.
Could.
And then number one, just because you have the performance mixed with the anxiety level of the drama, I put Good Time. It's a thriller from beginning to end. I mean, you want to look away from the screen almost the entire time, whether he's with a 15-year-old girl or trying to break his brother out of a hospital. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, Jesse, you gotta watch this movie. It's a thrill.
It's crazy.
It's the most wild ride, and you're just like, Robert Pattinson's trying to rob a bank, and it's just what happens after he robs the bank with his brother. Of just, okay, we have dye packs all over her face. We gotta wash her face. We gotta go. We gotta do this. I'm gonna push my brother out a window, and now he's in the hospital bed, handcuffed because the police got him. Oh, dude, it's the most wild ride I think I've seen in a movie for when I was watching it. And so yeah, that one holds a little bit of a special place in my heart. So I had to put that number one.
Yeah, that was the one where they made Robert Pattinson like make me take him. Like I mean, obviously he's an actor, but that was the one I was like, yo, this guy is like really, really, really good. Like he's a very good actor. I was like, holy shit, because he was a fucking like piece of shit in that movie. Like just a bad piece of shit. Like it was like Adam Sandler and Uncut Gems. I'm like, they're playing pieces of shit, but they're playing them really, really well. And you're like, you want to root for them. Weirdly, don't know why. Because I'm like, yeah. Again, he starts making out with like a 15-year-old girl, and you're like, oh, this is rough. And yeah, she's trying to break his mentally like disabled brother out of prison because they robbed a bank. And so, dude, you have to watch. I'm not kidding. It's like all in one day, and it's a fucking stress fest.
Oh, sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'll go to the gas station, get a pack of cigs too while I'm at it too.
You should. Yeah, you should. I think. Oh man, I might have to alternate my fucking list because I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna say the drama's number 5. He is really, really good in it, but I think he's more so playing himself, which isn't a bad thing, but he was very, very good in it, and he was the more human he's ever been. And then for Lighthouse, I'm gonna say 3. Bro, I'm looking at his like history right now, and I'm like, yo, that's actually really, really good. Honorable mention, I'm gonna say, I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie called The Rover. It has Guy Pearce in it, Scoot McNairy. No, so it's like 10 years after like an economic collapse, like the whole world's just gone to shit, and it's Guy Pearce has like this piece of land. Robert Pattinson's like this kind of like redneck guy out in like Australia, I think is where it was, and it's a really good movie. So he's like, yeah, you can come with me, but you're like my little subordinate essentially. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember really, really liking that movie, and I think the director of that movie, I'm looking it up right now. Ooh, actually, I did not like these movies. Damn, okay, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, Rover, good one. The one I haven't seen from his list, I want to watch it. It's called Die My Love. Still haven't seen it, but it has Jennifer Lawrence in it, and I heard it was really good. It's directed by Lynn Ramsey, who did. Oh God, what was the movie? It had Joaquin Phoenix in it. Oh, You Were Never Really Here. Did you guys ever watch that movie?
No.
Very, very good. She's a great director, and so I'm like, been waiting to watch that movie, so I don't know how it is. Other honorable mention, because I think I have my list. The Devil All the Time. Not everyone likes that movie. I think he's actually pretty good in that movie, and Tom Holland's actually really good in that movie too. It's the most different he's ever done. So yeah, Tenet. That movie could, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So. 4, The Lighthouse. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to put Good Time at number 3. Think he was really, really good in it. Again, you've already said it, Andrew, and I've already said it. He plays a piece of shit. Very good. It's just stressful. That was one that put me on the map. And I think that was when A24 was just kind of starting.
Yeah.
And it was like the Safdie brothers. I think that was the Safdie brothers like first like big. They had a short film before that, but this was like their first big one. So really love it. It's one of my favorites for sure. And then I think number 2. Oh, yo, that's tough. I don't think you guys saw it, or maybe you did. You didn't like it. Was Mickey 17?
I never got around to
didn't see that movie.
Because he's playing so many a different version of himself. Like he plays such a different, like such a weird on that movie where he's talking like Steve-O and he's like a dumbass, but then he's playing like an extra violent version of himself too at the same time. I really liked it. Bong Joon-ho directed it, who directed Parasite, and I was fucking with it. It was a great movie. It bombed at the box office, but he is so good in that movie. Highly recommend Mickey 17 since you guys haven't seen it. It has Toni Collette, Steven Yeun, Mark Ruffalo, Naomi something. I can't remember her name, but she was great. Yeah, highly recommend that movie. Super good. And then the Batman. Maybe just because I'm a fucking nerd. I love superhero stuff, but I also hate it at the same time. Superheroes are either some of the best. Yeah, exactly. And superhero stuff hasn't been good in a very long time. And that was one that I was actually I wasn't even that nervous about. I think Matt Reeves, who's the director, is just he makes great movies. So I was like, I'm not scared, and Robert Pattinson's been good since Good Time, since I've seen it. So I'm like, you know what? I have faith, and it was perfect. It was like 7. It was a good detective story. It was a good thriller. I loved it.
It didn't feel like a superhero movie. It just didn't feel like one, honestly.
No, it felt
that's why it's
a crime thriller,
a normal movie. Yeah,
or like a noir. I guess
noir.
I don't know, a noir, but
a little classy.
Yeah, shit. What up? But yeah, that's my rating system. I think for Robert Pattinson, that he's become one of my favorites. I will say Mickey 17 though. You guys got to check that one out. It's a It's like a sci-fi dark comedy.
All right.
Political.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's good.
Just make it up. Just keep on saying words. Political, comedy, sci-fi.
Well, it's because because Mark Ruffalo plays he's like their dictator on the ship, and he's just a real motherfucker of just like nothing's going wrong and everything's fine and we got to get rid of these things. They're really bad. And I'm like, oh, they're not that bad, and it's really, really, really good.
Dude, I'm all here for it. I'm here for it.
Dude.
But maybe we if we get big enough, we get Robert Pattinson on, and then he can just talk about what his top 5 movies are. How about that? Then we'll see what happens, and then see where our lists line up with it.
Wouldn't that be something?
That's what we know we made it.
Dream come true.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
He would never do it. He's too antisocial.
Hey, come on.
I don't think he's ever done a podcast ever in his life, and I would be shocked. He's like, these guys.
Well, maybe we can tell him the Olive Garden situation, and then we'll see what happens.
That's true. That is super true.
So, he's probably never been asked that question, so maybe that's something he wants.
You did the drama, so answer me this. Here's the hypothetical.
He's like, all right, just Robert has left the call. All right,
I'm leaving this guy. Sorry.
But guys, honestly, great first podcast, folks. If you've been sticking with us, thank you so much. We really do appreciate this. Make sure you follow us all over social media, TikTok. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be putting this up pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to us on all your platforms, everything like that. Like I said, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be. Give us a follow. We're going to keep on bringing this entertainment every single week, and I know that there's going to be some down periods at the theater, and there's going to be times where it's like, nothing really looks good. Then we will probably go to streaming. Hey, this movie came out on Apple TV. This movie came out on Netflix. This movie came out on whatever it may be. And we'll break that down for you. We're not going to...
Tubi.
We all know this. There's going to be no shortage of content. Right? We all know this. There's never going to be any shortage of movie content. So
yeah.
We're definitely going to try our best to stay relevant and keep it rolling, and trying to branch this thing out as much as possible. Do live streams. Do straight up movie reviews right from the theater. Grab some random fans and mic them up or whatever it may be. Whatever this turns into, guys. Honestly, that's just what I'm excited about, because the world is our oyster right now. Let's just keep on getting the pearls, baby. That's what we got to do. So honestly, guys, great first podcast.